What's this? A vacuum cleaner? What is this? Timmy Home Depot TV? Stay tuned. Okay guys, so like normal, when I need to buy something and can't find very many good videos on it, you're going to get to watch me do a video about a vacuum cleaner. However, this is a pretty cool vacuum cleaner. It is a rigid wet dry, and I have the big boy, which is, like 5 times the size of this. And it's just kind of a pain in the ass when you want to do small things. So inside we have one extension tube and a second extension tube. We have your wet dry nozzle attachment there. We have what is over a Timmy arm length tube, so it must be 6.5 feet or so with a little nozzle. And then we have the little guy himself. And of course, I'm sure there's a manual or something in here somewhere. So the nice thing about this is it's still 5 horsepower, so it's fairly powerful. I mean, it is still a Shopvac. It's only 4 gallon though. My big one is an 10 gallon. I call him R2D2 because seriously, it's about that size. So when I'm hooking it up to my Shopvac or to my table saw or something, that's a great vacuum cleaner for that job. It holds a lot of sawdust. It holds a lot of, if you're doing a big cleanup, it's great. But a lot of the time, you're just doing small woodworking projects or home construction around the house, and you need a little vacuum cleaner. And that's what you get with this. So you have an extremely long extension or cord, which is very nice to see, and a nice place to tuck it. You have I don't know if it's a HEPA class filter, but it's very good at fine particulate. And I actually like to buy the dust sleeves that go over these, just because it does make the filter itself last longer. So it's like kind of a, not a fine mesh, but it's, it's kind of like a meshy type material. And it just catches some of the bigger particulate to keep it out of the fines. Inside we have your warranty, register this tool, and your small little guide. And other than that, like all wet dries, if you're using it in wet mode, I highly suggest removing the filter, because if the filter gets wet and you don't, clean it out and dry it out properly, it's just going to get moldy. And then every time you use the vacuum cleaner, it's going to stink. One thing I do like to do with my big Shopvac is you can actually take the hose, and I take off the filter and you put the hose on the output. So this is the discharge. And then you can blow stuff around. So if you're doing like, I don't know, vast amounts of sawdust or I don't know. I use it for leaves actually when they're under my deck, because it makes it easier to get them out of some of the hard places to get to. But it does come in handy if you need to or cleaning off my table. See, my table is a huge mess right now. So what I'll do is I'll vacuum it down, but then I'll blow it off. This, of course, the normal front port. Just snaps in there any old way, and boom, there you go. So not a lot other than that, except to say I've been very pleased with my large rigid. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be very pleased with this. And of course, it is a 5 horsepower. That is important. I would never buy a Shopvac that's less than 5 horsepower. This is Tim for TimmyTechTV. We'll see you guys next time.